Oh, did I tell you when Mike wanted Rex Atkins to fight me in a professional fight for $1,000?
Oh, I remember you saying, what happened?
Okay.
Or either you do it or you don't. Here's your job. You want to keep your job, you do it. It's people like me who work in the wrestling business, the cream team. It's just filth, lies, and cheaters. That's the way that company has been built on. How would you like to lie on the bed and have me perform oral sex on you? And I said, geez, that would be great.
This is not family entertainment.
And there's the hip star doing his customary pat on the back. And it's Zach, I gotta say, you've broken me.
Why is that?
We have now become the Cream Team podcast.
Because welcome.
Of your affinity for Cumtown podcast.
That's it's shock value. It's shock value names that got to catch your attention.
It's funny because there's some news that we're going to get to eventually, but there was an article that came out. Another Ontario, I don't know, journalist or podcast or something. The Kayfabe Central, which I had no knowledge about, obviously, when I made the name Kayfabe Files, and they had some breaking news. I don't know, we'll get to it, but covering the UWA escapades. But I mean, you never liked the name anyway, so now we're Cream Team podcast. And
congratulations, it's gotta live, man. It's gotta live. And thanks to everybody on hipstar.ca, by the way, who's been buying official Cream Team merch.
You've been pushing out the merch and sold a number of t-shirts, and that's fantastic. I like you got some kind of like a USA vibe going, so it's
the Olympic USA hockey team logo.
Yeah, lots of
I'm a big fan. Hey,
I'm guessing you haven't sold many of those shirts to Canadians, but if you're selling to Americans, good for you.
Hey, 2 of them. I sold 2.
So
thank you.
We got a lot of news to get to, but do you have anything you want to get to off the top, or do you want me to just jump right in?
We should probably just jump right in, but I just want to shout outs to Mark Clark. Thanks for watching. He's really keeping the standards of professional wrestling and setting the bar high. He's the maximum,
and he's really putting boots on the ground with his advertising campaign for us. It's great.
It's true. Yeah,
all the people he calls on the phone,
us.
All the people he calls on the phone to eviscerate us and promote our podcast and get us over. It's really a phenomenal thing, and we couldn't be more happy.
But any of those phone calls that he made, if you ask him about them like a day after, he'll say, "I never said that. I never did that.
If I was drunk, it doesn't count."
Which is pretty much all the time.
Okay, so I think first we'll start here. We got you can pull this up on your end. We got Pro Wrestling Ontario, the unforeseen circumstances. Unforeseen circumstances, right, Zach?
I can't say I do. Tell me about it.
You must know. Okay, whenever a show gets canceled or a big time wrestling star that was promised to come into town doesn't come into town, it's always the unforeseen circumstances that brings up this result. So it's like the unforeseen circumstances is like they bat 1,000. They're undefeated. Nobody can beat the unforeseen circumstances. But
right.
It was Pro Wrestling Ontario that resulted in the unforeseen circumstances. We regret to inform the Pro Wrestling Ontario fans, which is not that many of them, that we have to cancel our May 30th event. Bad Company has gone under, and
till the day we die.
And I gotta say, it's they did offer refund on Eventbrite to right away, which is superior to what Destiny did. Destiny said they give you tickets to the next show, so they're going to keep your money. But Pro Wrestling Ontario, perhaps they didn't sell any tickets, so they're just kind of putting this out there. So it's like, we'll give you back your money, but we don't have any money to give back to people.
Which is stand up. That's what you got to do. The fact that Destiny's just going to assume that the person who bought tickets for this show will want to go to the next. You can't do that. Just give them back their money, man.
But this is standard. Like, you go to Ticketmaster, it explicitly says in the terms and conditions that if the date or the location of the event changes, you will be entitled to getting your money back if you so choose.
Right.
So that came up.
I think we should start UFW. What do you think? UCW.
You can't spell.
Unforeseen circumstances wrestling, and we never have a show. We only advertise.
UCW. Unforeseen circumstances wrestling.
This seems to be happening a lot, though. I don't know what it is. It's the season, but it's like a lot of shows being advertised, being canceled. But, when I did MWO last weekend.
Yeah.
There was some people from work were saying, "Oh, I want to go," but we had tickets we won for some lucha show in the Falls. I didn't ever heard of it, and that ended up being canceled. Like every show is being canceled now.
The lucha show in the Falls?
I thought when they said Falls, I immediately thought Neo, but I don't actually didn't know. They didn't have much more details, but
the only lucha show in the Falls was St. Catharines, which was Demand Lucha came here. That show ran. Yeah. So Jordan had booked a show that got canceled, but he had obviously already paid the talent to come out. So they were in a scramble, and they went out to Chris Thorne's place and ran a show.
Oh, I see.
Right.
That's the maximum move. Mark Clark probably helped that hook.
I think that's kind of timely because one of our topics today, we have Jordan here with a vague post. It's the vague post of the week. It's funny because Jordan has me blocked and everything, but he thinks I still can't get access to stuff that's public domain. But I don't know. He pulled up a picture here of Homer Simpson in a bar, and it's all these people with lucha masks on. And like my guess is because there seems to be a number of people dipping their toe in the lucha wrestling market, and it just boggles my mind that Jordan thinks he has sole proprietorship over lucha wrestling and anything involving Ontario. But
nobody else was doing it, so yeah, he's going to think.
For sure, that gives you sole proprietorship over it. Why not?
But yeah, with that being said, I bet you if anybody else tried to do even a one-time lucha show, immediate heat with Jordan. Jordan was like a little messenger.
Well,
like, hey,
yeah,
man.
like I know Super Kick did a lucha show, which they just did a lucha show because they had some Mexican guys in their program and whatever. And I know, of course, Chris Chambers and Jordan really don't like each other, so that obviously didn't go over well with Jordan, and he did everything he could to throw a fit, but not tell anyone about it or publicly state it, which is kind of like this post where he just makes a post that gives no point or direction or anything, and we're all just supposed to know what he's talking about without knowing what he's talking about.
One thing I'll give Jordan though, and then like you said, the reason a lot of Chambers has a lot of heat is he's like a lot of other promoters where it's a lot of promotions are very cult like now, whereas like you gotta work for me. If you work for me, you can't work for X or Y. You can't work for this guy. Jordan at least doesn't do that. But I mean, Frank Thorne and Chambers, they are very.
No, I'm going to stop you there because we're going to get to some more news that's going on.
Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay.
We're going to go on to our next picture. So you can see here, we've got the poster from Demand Lucha with they got a new tag team, the Bronze Icons. It's Bryce, Hanson, and Johnny Deluca. And apparently there's legitimate heat because Bryce Hanson and Johnny Deluca wrestled on a Smash Wrestling show, but they wrestled each other. They had to have a dream match.
Okay.
So now, see, we were going to break this story because I found out through my sources, but then I guess word got back to Clark's side of the ring that we were going to break the story. So they decided to get ahead of it and break it on their podcast before we put it on our podcast, but we're still going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because that's what we do. But I don't know. They did an episode. Mike titled it. Mark. He titled it "Learn to Work," and basically he just talks about how he thinks Sebastian's an asshole without saying Sebastian's an asshole, and because they Demand Lucha as a tag team, and then Smash Wrestling booked them to wrestle each other. So that I don't know that in the fact that Sebastian and Jordan don't like each other is probably has a lot to do with it.
What would that matter? Not. Like, why is that a deal? Like, there's different promotions in different cities. So why would Jordan have heat?
You've got to learn to work. You've got to learn to work.
And it's so insulting when the titles of the podcast are "Learn How to Work" or giving me gym advice from this round-bellied, pickled up like cigarette voice. Like, you gotta learn how to be an athlete, coming from you. And what tips do you have for me to get there? Like, look at you, Mark. Come on, we need more humility and self-awareness with these people. It's insane.
I think the realistic thing here is that Bryce just doesn't give a shit about Mike, and that's probably why he went and did the show where he wrestled his tag team partner, because there was also
a paycheck. Why would he?
Well,
he's an independent contractor.
But there was also the story where Bryce didn't work the CNE for a bunch of dates because he had to save his body for his serving job, which, like, that one blew my mind, because if you could imagine me or you did that, the phone call we would get where Mike's screaming at us at the top of our lungs for saving our body to do a serving job.
Yeah, of course. So, plus Mark lied about what he pays, so I'm sure Bryce was smart enough to like, well, I gotta, job first, because the money I was promised I'm not getting, and it's not worth it all. Everything I'm putting my body through. That's exactly what happened with you and I. Mark lied about the paychecks, and the work was too consistent and didn't match up with the pay we were promised.
And like, regardless of anything, doing the CNE is really, really hard. Like, you're working twice a day for 3 weeks, and
harsh.
I mean, and even like I know how to. I'm a professional and I can take care of myself, and it's hard because you're there and grinding every day, and then the promoter lies about what he pays you because he took a bath on Jerry Lawler. So, I mean, that's how that goes.
I'm going to change his flight to a red eye without him telling. A 60-year-old man. He expected to get in Toronto the day before at 10 p.m. Little does he know, he's going to be at the airport for 12 hours, and he's going to get in Toronto for 6 a.m.
As long as he doesn't say anything, it's okay.
Yeah, dude, I would be pissed too, that poor guy. Fuck. It's just... And it was always near the end too, eh? Like, when Mark started to realize, like, shit, I'm spending a lot of money here. I didn't plan at all. I didn't financially budget myself well enough. Oh, I better start fucking around more people. Like,
well, that's kind of when I got mad, because then I was asking questions about his accounting and was quickly found out that there was no accounting.
You know what's crazy is that you even said it yourself. Like, I was working a full-time job, and I took vacation days that I was still getting paid for. And Mark legit tried to justify, like, he's getting paid by a full-time job. Why would I pay him for another job he's doing? Like, he's doing something on the side
that he has no involvement in.
And it's really his manipulative way of even lying, believing his own lies in his head. He just warps this around and is like, well, he's getting paid of his full-time salary, so therefore that's okay. I'm justified to lie about the money that I told him I'd pay him. Crazy. And with that being said, it's completely ridiculous. Like, these promoters don't focus on promoting their shows anymore. They make shows to create these storylines in their head. So therefore, like, one promoter's like, can get mad at another promoter who's doing a completely different show on the other side of the province. He's like, oh, well, Bryce is wrestling this guy, but they're a tag team in my head, so therefore I'm mad now. Like, it makes no sense. Like, and to think, some of these promoters used to be workers, and they can't understand what it is to do business. Just drives me wild, man.
And then we got a clip here. This was posted this week live from Ontario Indie Wrestling, Barrie Wrestling. And you see the clip. That's KPK, and he bumps the guys off the apron, and which includes the guy with a football helmet. He wrestles with a football helmet, and he hits him. He hits him in the head. It hits him in the football helmet, which causes him to bump off the apron. It's kind of It's kind of like the Juggernaut selling. You know what I mean? Like, he's got his helmet on, he's ready to go, and then a little
which the Juggernaut should never do.
Well, yes, this is it. If you're applying logic and reason, absolutely. But
I laughed so much. It's such a shitty bump too. Like it's so bad. It's just that you sent me that and it really made me laugh.
It's like, gosh, I don't know. It's like
I remember when I was younger, and I think I got my first major injury wrestling, and my mom was all worried. I remember her, and she was serious and genuine when she said this to me. She looked at me and she said, "I think in your matches you need to start wearing a helmet."
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, mom, thank you.
That's like my mom when she suggested there should be a goalie in football.
Oh yeah. Grand slam. I'll score a World Series grand slam hat trick.
So and then we got a viral tweet here. This is on the Ontario Indie Wrestling Board. Trent B. Mux. I don't know who this guy is, but he posted on the Ontario Indie Wrestling Board, and there's a tweet here from Kelsey Reagan. I don't know who that is. But she makes a tweet here. She puts, "Do people really think all indie wrestlers are out here working for a hot dog and a handshake?" The answer is yes. Yes, I do.
Yes,
I'd say like 98% do.
Unless she's spectrumed and she thinks that it's legit a hot dog and a handshake. Yeah, it's a figurative saying, Kelsey.
I took the $50 from the handshake and bought a hot dog with it.
That's right. Yeah. I bought $50 hot dogs at Costco.
We have a quote tweet here from Bam Sullivan. I don't know who this is. Do you know who this is?
I have no idea.
I don't know who it is, and you probably don't know who it is.
But he's a bald guy with facial hair.
I think he's from the States. But anyway.
He's a bald guy with facial hair, and he wears a black tee.
You don't see many of those.
Yeah, he's very unique, man.
So he says, "I've noticed that the only people who say things like quotations, all that for a hot dog and a handshake, are miserable people." I guess we're miserable. Are miserable people who never chased a dream or seriously pursued anything meaningful in their lives. Okay, well, I guess I'm meaningless. So are you. And
so they downplay anyone else's efforts to shoot for the stars.
Because if they never achieved their goals, then why should anyone else? So,
dude, what are you talking about?
I mean,
it's guys like this that like will break their backs and bump their asses off for $50, and then 20 years from now, when they're in their 50s and they have a back of an 80-year-old and they have no money to show for all those bumps, you're just going to tell me, "Well, I shot for the stars. I shot for the stars."
And I mean, you could probably think of at least 5 or 6 people like that off the top of your head, right?
Oh, of course.
Right. And this is it. It's there's nothing wrong with pursuing a dream, but then there's guys that have been doing it for 10, 15 years and making no money and really have nothing to show for it realistically.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah, or me, or myself.
This is all I have to show for it.
I have multiple sources of income, and I mean, you got other stuff going on. We don't need to get into it, but I like you.
I gotta say, and the one thing that's why it's sad to see what has become of Mark Clark, because even from as soon as he started, he would stress to both of us, like, it's like, what are these guys doing if you're not doing it for the money? Like, and now he's completely changed because he's made so many friends and connections with promoters who pay like shit. So now that Mark Clark, does the same thing. Well, he always did. Let's face it.
I can't imagine that he's changed his tune. I think what's happened is that if he is vocal about this agenda of his, it would kill his gimmick, because he's trying to be with the boys and all that stuff, and he's more than happy with either people working for free for him or for less than $50, because that means he makes more money, right? Whereas like when me and you were there, we were being somewhat properly compensated, and also doing a lot of stuff for him, which is probably why his promotion has gone down a bit. But
then the more we stayed loyal with him, the worse the pay got. Figure that one out.
Well, exactly. And then eventually we just left, right? But if you ask him, I fired those guys. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, where's the $500 from the CNE there, Mark? Where is it? I'm still waiting on that e-transfer there, Mark.
And my money for driving Ron Simmons to Windsor and back.
Oh, and the most insulting thing is with the guys And I was banking on how much I was going to be making those weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it all calculated, everything he promised and everything I should have made, not even close. And he went with all the guys. He went like a week, maybe it was 2 weeks, where he's like, I'm going to pay you later. So I got to work now. But like, with that being said, he bought a hotel room for the girl wrestlers to stay. And every time, like he's just shoveling out cash out of his pocket, giving it to the girls. And I wish I said something then. The fact that we went over a week not getting paid, and I'm sitting right beside Mark as he's doing this, paying cash out of his pocket. He says, "Look at this. I don't pay you guys, but I pay them. Look." He said that. I should have flipped. I just like that bugs the shit out of me. How he thinks that's hilarious.
It's the mental gymnastics that guy goes through is truly astounding.
That's true.
But we got another tweet here. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up because we have a response.
Is it a maximum response? This is good stuff.
It's a response to Kelsey Reagan. It's from Brian Samuels. So do you know Brian Samuels? I think you do.
I do not.
He's the guy. He wrestles like, I don't know his gimmick, but it's like he's like Charlie Chaplin. He has like a suit on, black white suit.
Okay.
I think you've been around him, but actually, funny story is because Mike Clark goes around trumpeting how he doesn't mess with other people's bookings, and I know he got Brian Samuels unbooked off the Brantford Comic-Con, which is another funny thing.
Of course.
But this tweet has nothing to do with that. Brian Samuels chimes in and he's responding to Kelsey Reagan. He says, "I always laugh whenever people throw this horse shit like line my way because I've never cared about making money." So he gets into the pro wrestling business and doesn't care about making money. This is what's wrong with
he wants the attention. They're all clout chasers. Yeah, they just want attention.
I've 1,000% lost more money doing this than I've made, and I'm fine with that because I love doing this so much. I'm not trying to change the world. I just want to have fun. You can have fun doing so many other things that don't undermine the pro wrestling business. And if you really do love it, you could maybe not undermine the pro wrestling business and treat it seriously and actually try to make money. That's my thought.
Again, I'm just going to keep saying the same thing. There's just people who didn't really have a lot of hobbies as a kid, and they love the attention now. Wrestling has become such a midlife crisis for such middle-aged men.
And I think too, when they get into a match and they go over or they win a title, they actually like feel like they've accomplished something.
Yeah. That's why I thought it would be hilarious, and I wanted Mark to really do this for one of his like a show at Cornwall, like a one-off show, to book Wade Buswell in the main event. And you put the strap on him, and so you can see Wade post on Facebook like they always said, keep trying, and you'll accomplish your dreams. I shot for the stars, and now I'm official CCW world champion.
The bigger accomplishment isn't that he won the title; it's that Mike Clark booked him. However, it seems like Mike Clark's standard has dropped so much that he would actually book him because now he's booking Matt Grant. So.
Which is like incredible, incredible stuff.
Back in our days, that would never fly.
Oh, of course. He spent like a good chunk of his promoting years bashing guys like Matt Grant, and to see that like it resulted in booking him, probably putting him as world champion eventually. Incredible stuff, man. Mental gymnastics with that guy. You said it perfectly.
So we got another clip here, actually. So this was endorsed on the Ontario Indie Wrestling Board. Mike Clark puts up this Outlaws of Dawson City. Dawson City's in Yukon, I guess, right? Because I know Chris Thorne's gone out to the Yukon. He drove all the way out to the Yukon for a payday, which is that's quite a lot of time to spend for a payday. But I guess when they were out there, they decided to do some filming.
You're actually, right.
I just noticed Mike Clark. He spelt is wrong. IA. it's like inverse AI.
Leave it to Mark.
This is great. I think we're calling him Mark now.
Mark Clark. What do you mean?
This is great stuff. So it's Outlaws of Dawson City, presented by CWF. We got Rex the Boot versus Jesse Bieber, and the guy is Dashing Duncan Woods. So there's your answer to who that guy is. We didn't know who the guy was.
God.
But endorsed by Mike Clark. So it couldn't possibly be bad if it's endorsed by Mike Clark. Am I wrong to think that? Or
yes, he knows the maximum. He's got the gold standard of what maximum is. So yeah, I gotta trust him.
So we're gonna play the video now. So we got a bar scene here.
Very unhygienic way to wash those. His fingers were still on the shot glass.
Well, based on how he missed the shot glass when he was pouring, I'm really guessing this is a legitimate bartender.
There's piano shot there.
They actually got someone that can play piano, or is that dubbed in?
It's probably dubbed. No, this is my favorite shot. Watch this.
Your best Chardonnay. What?
Wait, so the guy with a feather in his hat is laughing at a guy ordering a Chardonnay.
Yes. Okay, pause. Pause.
I can't pause.
Do you see the reflection there?
Yes.
And
okay,
so I said the first thing I said was the first minute is like, and this is Frank Thorne production. He tries to make things look so cinematic and he wants it to look good. You can tell that he's attempting, but then immediately a minute in, you see the reflection of the cameraman who's holding his phone landscape version. He's shooting this on his phone.
Everyone knows.
Okay, play.
I never paused it.
Oh, sorry. I'm behind now.
Okay, so Rex is walking into the bar. That's super intimidating. Oh, did I tell you when Mike wanted Rex Atkins to fight me in a professional fight for $1,000?
Oh, I remember you saying, what happened?
Okay. Wait, I wish I could pause this, but I can't.
Thanks, buddy. I needed that. You know what? I think I'll have another. Barkeep.
This is bizarre. Whose idea was this? Who came up with this idea?
Well, the bartender is enthralled with fear.
Yeah, he's trembling.
He can't, or he's an alcoholic and he's sober. We don't know.
Can we I wish you could zoom in. You got to zoom in on the reflection of Frank Thorne with his phone there.
I got the image you sent me and I put it up.
Like no attempt. All you have to do, you don't have to shoot straight on. If you just shoot from the side and shoot on an angle, you won't see your reflection. And not even an attempt of trying to hide. Laziness, man.
Cheers, friend.
Yeah, I bet that's apple juice.
That's Rex. The boot.
Who are these guys? Is he supposed to be like the other guy? Kid's supposed to be like a Norwegian.
The guy with a feather in his hat says that's Rex.
Who's still playing the piano? I want to hear some music, damn it.
So he calls for the piano and in walks the guitar.
Yeah,
Jesse Bieber.
Yeah.
Jesse Bieber's here now. And he only knows one chord. Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah. It's that's good stuff, man. Oh, he's got clear liquor this time.
Oh, it must be vodka or water.
I thought you left town.
Oh God,
Oh,
this gives me like eerie chills. Like
this
it's
town
I'm just
ain't
like
big enough
very
for the both of
uncomfortable.
us. This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Not yet.
Well, I think we should make that.
It's uncomfortable time spent on Rex's face after his lines.
He looks enraged with anger.
Yes.
Is that some sort of challenge?
The whispering in his ear.
Now they're arguing. I don't know. I missed it. They're arguing about when they do their laundry.
Oh.
Great stuff, Mike Clark.
Yeah. Make sure you show the comments too.
After lunch, you're dead. You're dead.
Michael Clark says, this is great stuff. And CWF Canada says, glad you liked it. We'll be sure to drop more like this in the near future.
This is a sign of pussification of wrestling, is that they can't be actually serious, so they have to make stupid jokes. And now they're doing the Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
The bad and the ugly. They got a drone. That's
a good shot. I'm a fan of that.
That's a good shot. There's no reflection.
There's no reflection. Very good.
And why are both these guys about to fight look like they're just constipated?
I hope they run at each other and just lock up.
No. Nice close up of Rick's girth.
Nice big belly there.
Nice. Oh, his boot. Watch out for that.
This is gimmick. Rex Atkins is nothing.
This is great stuff.
I can't wait for the next episode of the Mark Clark podcast.
Oh fuck.
Are you guys ready?
What is this?
They're building this.
Why is this so long?
1,200 subscribers, and I'm sure they've given every single one of them their money's worth.
Yeah.
3. It
Oh.
ain't too late to walk away.
Okay.
10.
That took over a minute to get to that line. Seriously?
Time to walk away.
No, they're just gonna walk away now.
1.
Okay, drone.
Get on with it!
Oh, it's over.
Oh, that's how it ended? They just cut to black and then they do gunshots?
No, there were no gunshots.
I thought I heard some gunshots.
I didn't even see any guns. So I this is my point. Like is this supposed to be funny, entertaining?
I think in a B movie way. Like the people making the content didn't intend to be funny, but the viewers, us, find it funny because of that.
So it's like Sharknado.
I guess. Well, Sharknado was intentionally funny. I find they just those absurdity ideas.
But I don't. But they're not intending. I don't know.
It's a YouTube channel. YouTube channel that's based on wrestling. They have wrestling in the title, and they make a almost 7 minute video that has nothing to do with wrestling. It's like a spaghetti western. It's like a Clint Eastwood.
They're trying to get an Oscar.
Whose idea was this? I wish I was in good graces with Frank Thorne so I could be in on that conversation. I could just hear like Frank's like, "Oh, I got a really good idea."
But
there's
like
a really good idea.
Even if the idea from the beginning was faulty, like how is it that gets produced and you're like, "This is good. I'm going to post this."
Really, honestly,
and it's funny because like I think everybody thinks I like hate Rex Atkins. I actually don't. But this is shit. Like, like I don't fight. It's poorly shot. It's not entertaining. It's not funny if you're going for it to be funny. It's just dumb. And I've wasted my time watching it, but luckily I do a podcast where I cover this stuff, so at least I get something out of it. But
and hey, man, I'm like the master at producing dumb content, but
there you
know when enough is enough. If I have a dumb idea, I have to be humble in some sort and realize that like have respect for the viewers. Don't make it a 7 minute video. A stupid idea, you'll cut it off after like 2 minutes, or at least at max. But the fact that went on as long as it did, it's incredible how
get in and get out.
Yeah, really.
But
really, man.
I actually wonder if Mike Clark legitimately watched the entire thing.
No, of course
I don't think he did. He has ADHD.
Mike Clark doesn't have the attention span for that. Are you kidding?
That's what I'm saying.
He saw the drone shot. He clicked the link, saw the opening shot. Oh, it's a bar. I like bars. And then he, then he fast forward to the drone shot. He's like, this is good stuff.
I'm going to put it on the Indy board.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I do want to hear the what's the Rex Atkins. So what did Mark do?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So Mike Clark called me one night and he wanted me to put up $1,000 bond to fight Rex Atkins in a legitimate fight, like an MMA fight. The guy who's never worked out in his life, who Mike claims used to be a professional boxer, which I highly doubt. There's nothing about when I see him wrestle that indicates he has any boxing experience.
It's true.
And I just laughed at him because, like, I don't even I guess Mike was going to fund it because I know Rex Atkins couldn't scrub together $1,000.
And again, anybody listening to the podcast, try to bring that up to Mark Clark, and I'd guarantee the response will be like, "I never said that.
Yeah.
I never said that.
Runyon is lying.
Everything they talk about, they're just making up.
They just make it up.
we have writers.
We have writers on the show, and they make it up.
That's right. But like, if it was all made up, what does that say about our creativity levels? The amount of stories that we make up, much more creative than the fucking Dawson Creek Rex Atkins show over here.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe we should reshoot it and actually professionally do something.
That's not a bad idea. I would be for it.
Anyways, we got another clip here. We can't pull it up on the OBS, so you're gonna have to just pull up the TNA wrestling clip.
Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to watch this.
Do you have it pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, play.
Remember the gangsters? New Jack?
Yeah.
I don't barely remember his tag team partner though.
Well, yeah, I was confused too. I actually had to look this up because I didn't. I guess they were tag champions in ECW.
And Cornette will go off about how like that was one of the greatest villain tag teams he had. I think it was the same guy, but I'm not sure.
No, I think he puts over New Jack. I don't think he puts this guy over.
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
he's just a nimble old man. He wants to get pops from the crowd, but he's holding the garbage can and he just nudges his elbows with the fans' hands.
My hands are full. Sorry, guys. I can't.
It's so funny. He wobbles to the ring with the garbage can. It just really cracks me up, man.
This is
and he looks
par for what TNA wrestling is.
I don't know. The cutting to the workers in the ring already, and there was that like Elias or somebody who's like bobbing his head. Mustafa's theme music,
yeah. And then he eats the trash can, and there's 10 of them and one of him, and they're all just confused on how they can handle this.
Yes, but see, the ring experience makes you unstoppable.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Whatever that was.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Bill Collier or whatever?
Bill Collier. He's a TNA guy now.
That's awesome. Good for him.
And he just stands there and waits to get punched.
Yeah, just like everybody else in the background's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Showtime. Well, good for Showtime, though. I'm glad to see.
I mean, yeah, it's a payday. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's true. What is going on here?
Headbutt.
Okay, and that's it.
Oh, and that's it. Okay.
I just wanted to show for the entrance.
Yeah, well, you got the entrance, and he should have just came out, did the entrance, and then just turned around and walked back.
Yeah. Easy pay. Nice seeing you guys. I'll live rent free in my head. Just the wobble with the garbage can, the nudging, the elbow with the fans. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, what else we got to get to? Do you have anything?
I think that's a good 30 minutes. Easy payday.
Easy payday, 30 minutes in and out.
Harmless.
We do want to overstay our welcome like that Outlaw wrestling video.
It's true. It's true, right? It's important.
So we're going to wrap this up. I'm Mr. Marvelous, as always.
Tonight on Hipstar Tonight is every Friday night on hipstar.ca, 9ish p.m. Thanks for everybody who's been buying Cream Team merch. Always check the merch store every week.
Your views have gone up exponentially since during the podcast, which is interesting.
Yes, and I'd like to thank this one. You know, this podcast has been helping me a lot. It's helping me pay my bills.
There you go. All right, we'll catch you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Either you do it or you don't. Here's your job. You want to keep your job, you do it. It's people like me who work in the wrestling business, the Cream Team. It's just filth, lies, and cheaters. That's the way that company has been built on. How would you like to lie on the bed and have me perform oral sex on you? And I said, geez, that would be great.
This is not family entertainment.